Hello guys, so after my last update about Tokcoin network, there has been a series of different kinds of updates about this project, and I think you deserve to get informed about the present state of Tokcoin network. That is, if you are mining Tokcoin, and if you have not started mining Tokcoin, I will drop my referral link under the comment box of this video. So let's get right into a series of updates that these guys have posted recently. So here they are saying all units you have mined so far are intended to be converted into real tokens. More than just a point system, we are actively working to prepare everything for the TGE. That is to say, you are not just mining points, you are mining the real tokens. So if you have mined like 1000 tokens till now, that simply represents 1000 Tokcoin token. That is to say, what you are mining is actually 1:1. It is a true representation of the number of Tokcoin that you are holding. You are not just mining points, you are mining the real coins. And here they said that about TGE, tokens are planned to be transferred to the blockchain. Changes may occur. Then for the contract and KYC, the contract address will be published before KYC. All interactions follow the project rules. And as at last 2 days, they posted this again. They said, after an extensive discussions and analysis with various market participants, we want to provide you with an open and transparent update on the current situation. Here is the current assessment. Tokcoin as a community-driven project has grown exceptionally fast. Yes, we know that. So from the perspective of larger market participants, we are currently still in a phase with limited price and liquidity leverage. So this is quite important, guys. The original planned total supply of 8 million Tokcoin has been repeatedly flagged as a potential risk, particularly regarding liquidity, market stability, and long-term scalability. Our objective assessment: an immediate launch at 0.005 with a supply of 8 million Tokcoin would very likely. This is just a ridiculous price, man. What do you think about this, guys? Launching 8 million Tokcoin at 0.005, that is just meaningless. So guys, let us just check the amount of 1000 Tokcoin at the price of the 0.005. What would that give us? Times 0.005. That would be $5 for your 1000 Tokcoin. That is ridiculous, man. So let us read further. Not accurately reflects Tokcoin's true value and long-term potential. Yes, it doesn't. This will create early selling pressure, make market entry unnecessarily difficult instead of strengthening its sustainability. So here, GoChain Nigerian rep is saying, Tokcoin team, for a strong and sustainable launch, implement 50% vesting to gradually release tokens, ensure price stability. Manage the 8 million max supply carefully to maintain scarcity and value. Prepare liquidity and market making before listing. And yes, Samost is saying at a $0.005 starting price, 8 million Tokcoin would only require about $40,000 in liquidity. Even basic advert could generate more than this amount. If you guys are truly committed to transparency and long-term value, you and partners should jointly provide a clear and reasonable liquidity base. That is to say, this 0.005 with just a liquidity of $40,000, it doesn't make sense. Bartholomew Desmond is saying increase it to 25 million so that total circulating supply will be 15 to 19 millions. Then you can stand a chance of listing at $1 to $2 in the market. And here Ray Basirudra is saying Tokcoin network $0.005 is too low for a project with only 8 million supply. We expect a true launch price that reflects Tokcoin's true value. $10 is our goal. Please focus on a strategy that rewards loyal miners and attracts big investors. Let's make Tok the biggest success of 2026. And here GM's Music Studio is saying, so I work 6 months for $15. That is 1 hour in hotel work in USA. So after these guys have received some feedback from the community, they later posted a few days ago again. They said the reference price of 0.005 is not the final listing price. Now you are talking. It emerged from initial discussion with platforms and market participants. We want your feedback to collaboratively explore how we can achieve a fairer, market-oriented starting price. And here Noton Mom is saying, we appreciate the transparency. To be honest, with a limited supply of 8 million, any listing price lower than $1 would be absurd, yes, but I understand the concerns of dump too. So instead of ridiculously lowering the listing price, try vesting, incentivize stakes and cook something there. The information center is saying, with the total supply of Tokcoin, the listing price should be between $5 to $10 provided there is adequate liquidity. And as a community member, I believe that revenue gotten from bonuses adverts should be sufficient enough to meet up liquidity for this price range. So this is the latest update. They said, important clarification. The reference value of 0.005 is not a final listing price. So this is the two realistic strategic paths for discussion. No final decision yet. Option A, immediate launch. Supply is 8 million Tokcoin. Reference price is 0.005. Risk, high volatility, low liquidity, selling pressure. Several platforms consider this part market challenging. That is option A. Then option B. This one will strengthen structure and prepare market entry. Supply up to 50 million Tokcoin. Mining remains active. The community can continue to collect Tokcoin. Existing miners remain fully protected with 1:1 conversion. All tokens are dedicated to building liquidity, developing the ecosystem and utility, partnership and market stability. So why does option B make sense? Lock-up and vesting models up to 70% allow a fair, market-oriented starting price of 0.8 to $2. Okay, that is making sense now, with potential upside if demand is strong, without guarantees. Yes, we know that. Protect the community from early selling and ensure long-term value. Price is not determined by supply alone. It depends on demand plus liquidity plus structure. Even a smaller community can achieve a higher, fairer price with well-designed mechanism. So here, Gold Chain Nigerian rep is saying, I fully support option B with a strong lockup and vesting structure and starting price between 0.8 to $2 is fair, realistic and market-driven, not hype. Rastafari is saying, go for option B and keep building. Ori has no blessing. Swahili proverb. Santosh is asking, what if community chooses option B and when will be the TGE? And Kush is saying, this is totally scam, guys. There is one coin, Giggle. Its total supply is 1 million only and price is around $70 to $100. You guys have 8 million and are still worrying about liquidity. I would rather delete this app. Kush, take it easy. A vote will be announced. The vote is not legally binding but serves as a directional signal. Tokcoin remains 100% community-driven project. So guys, if you have to choose between the option A and option B, which one will you go for? And just to let you know that they have actually announced the votes and the vote started yesterday and many people are still going for option A. Option A is having 71%, while option B is having 29%. So many still support them having 8 million total supply. However, they are yet to communicate to us their final decision. But based on this vote, that means they're supposed to go for option A. But looking at what they have said so far, I think they are more likely going to go for option B. But let me ask you guys, which option do you think will make more sense for this guy? You also support option A, that is to say they have 8 million total supply and still go for the reference price of 0.005, or will you prefer option B, where they are talking about 50 million total supply with vesting, lockups and referencing price around 0.8 to $2? Drop your thoughts under the comment section of this video, and thanks for watching. Expect more updates about this Tokcoin network once we get more information from the team. Thanks for watching, and let us meet in my next video.